And now here we see the scrap dragon, Ahtal-Ka, as it surveys its landscape and looks for a potential mate. Let's try to follow his footsteps. It seems to have found a suitable mate, but there seems to be some competition abound. He prepares for combat and promptly stumbles. He doesn't seem to suitable for this kind of game, but welcome everyone to the Wasteland, and here we are in another episode of Crossout Crossover. And our subjects for today are great monsters from another world, more specifically the world of Monster Hunter. So this episode has taken quite a long time to produce, mainly it's because we had to wait for some parts and had to buy some other parts. So good thing that there's a lot of bonuses for gold lately. But here we have with us the three cars which I adapted from the Monster Hunter series. The great Scrap Mantis, Ahtal-Ka, with his electric attacks and targeted attacks with the assembler and the trigger weapons here, all courtesy of the Founders Pack, the Founders Pack Battle Pass. So as you can see here, most monsters in Monster Hunter are pretty over-designed, and trying to adapt them means that your your power scores would be raised up. This is actually the first almost 8,000 power score build that I have, and it's mainly because I have two high power score weapons for Bigrams and a whole lot of armor on this. And the next one that we have is one that's pretty annoying. I try to make it as compact as possible in order to be faithful to the original one, but we have the Bulldrome. Monster Hunter players, when they hear the name Bulldrome, they just sigh in annoyance. Annoyment, is that even a word? But yeah, basically we have the Tusk and a couple of boosters, actually 4 boosters hidden there. And just for a little bit of added touch, we added in a couple of cords just so that we can have that bit of long range poking. And finally, we have the Desert Eater Nibelsnarf. This is actually pretty interesting, as you might see in the battles that we have here. Basically, in the Monster Hunter world, this thing is a devourer. It's basically kind of like a stingray. Swims in the sands and eats everything in its path. And that's basically what we did with this one here. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you this. There we just have 2 borers. We have a shotgun. I put in a mace here, and some boosters. So just the charge first, and then yeah. And there we are. That's basically all he does. He actually gets pretty big hair for something that looks this clunky, honestly. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get to another turnover. Let's get to the battle, shall we? I should put that on Ahtal-Ka. Okay, first up we have our big guy right here, Ahtal-Ka. And yeah, it's a bit clunky, I know, and a lot of spaced armor is really what I in hindsight, but I didn't really think about it, but we did have quite a lot of spaced armor on this. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, here we are. Just gonna try to prevent these bots from reaching the base, or at least can trap them onto the base. Oh, the trigger is actually a really good weapon if I can get my hands on more of those. Just target, just keep things burning up. We have the harvester. Once we get the harvester in the future, I'll definitely go ahead and cook something up with that. Okay, hey Sarah. Okay, let's go ahead and try to cook up that At rear end there. Okay, that didn't sound good. Oh, okay. So there goes our trigger. At least we have the assembler still at the bottom. For bottom placement for weapons is actually pretty good. I just noticed, especially when we have these heights right here with our Bigrams. It does give us quite an advantage. The weapons are quite protected because they would most likely try and target the top rather than the bottom, especially if you can get that protected there. Okay, and that is our second kill on this one. I never expected to get this far with this build right here. As you may have known, as I mentioned earlier, these monsters are pretty much over-designed, and in order to try to capture that, you have to put in a lot of armor pieces, and that raises up the power score quite high. Oops, sorry that one, James. Okay. We have a really wide load right here, and we have to make space. Okay, we're barely alive, 109 points from 1900 points earlier, just less than 10% of what HP we have, but it does serve the purpose. We still are winning. Okay, let's go ahead and try to catch this. Okay, so there goes our team. Oh no, missile. Okay, let's hyper. And we are done. Okay, next up we have the Bulldrome. Interesting thing about the Bulldrome right here, I traded a whole lot of things in order to catch, in order to get the Tusk. But so far, with all of the trials that I've made, the Tusk is actually a pretty good weapon. It's pretty random though, especially with the latest build. And wow, okay, did you see that? Just lost all of his parts, and that's from a flying attack right there. Yep, I forgot to put the jack in this one. I should have put the jack on that. Okay. Now we are on with the Nibelsnarf. I like this one. I got this inspired by a video that I saw from Dirk Eater previously. It's unusual ways to use Bigrams. Although the only way that I could actually make it work to get enough elevation is to use the small tracks, because they don't lose traction if you tip high enough. And basically that's what we have. We try to hug and devour enemies. Okay, okay, so he's already moved to the side, so let's just go ahead and rush right in and see if we can catch him. Oof, okay. These things are really wide. That's what I don't like about the Bigrams. You got the wheels, so you got the speed, unlike if you use regular legs, if you use the MLs. But it does the trade-off is that it's really wide. Even if you use kind of like sight, I tried making a sight type, but it doesn't work. Oh, hello. Okay, cannons. I am not afraid of cannons in this build. They're pretty armored up, really. What I'm really afraid is them getting the shotgun at the bottom. Okay. Yep. Sorry, hovers are really strong still. They are getting a nerf soon, so I'm not sure exactly how that is gonna work. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and see. Maybe the meta for hovers will change. Okay, we'll just try. Oh, I don't have any more weapons. Didn't notice that. Okay, so I most likely would have been just annoying with that one. We'll go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get hovers post nerf. We'll go ahead and see how that works. Still don't have the budget for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to catch one more prey here. Already even, but I'm still kind of hungry. Or Nibel is still kind of hungry here. If I could only emulate the actual Nibelsnarf, that guy is cute guy. Okay, so just try to help out with the capture. Couldn't really find we couldn't really find the enemy there. But on to the next round. I've been finding out recently that this map right here is my favorite map. Regardless of whether we're playing Assault or we are playing domination, or just encounter really. This map is pretty good because it gets everyone to the middle and doesn't have too many hiding spots. You can have a lot of running ground. Okay, just finish the capture right here. This guy is so cute. It's so derpy too. I didn't really understand how this became quite effective. I had a couple of other games today with the Nibelsnarf. So pretty much it's a one attack. So you one attack guy and you pretty much dissolve. So let's go ahead and just try to find the best kill right here. Okay, cannon guy. We've been pretty effective with cannons recently, so let's go ahead and do this. Oh, got a fat man there. You're gonna be a thin man soon. Okay, and there we go. Oh, there goes all of our armor. That shows now the soft mollusk inside. But nevertheless, we'll just go ahead and try to run. If it looks like I got their attention, at least one of them. That frees up our team, and we're almost finishing up this capture right here. So far, it's not dominating, but it is pretty good. And there you have it, folks. Monster Hunter, as interpreted in the Wasteland. Honestly, these guys have been quite a lot of fun. Although most would say that they would easily die, and I can definitely attest that they would die instantly in combat. These guys have been really fun. I really look forward to being able to interpret more monsters, more creatures, and try to put them in the Wasteland here. And honestly, it's always fun just trying out new things and how you would normally not play them the way that would be considered meta. Anyway, if you have any suggestions of what things we can go ahead and adapt onto the Wasteland, and maybe see if we can find something that doesn't doesn't suck as much as these. I really thought that these would actually suck bad, but honestly they did pretty well for me with the few small amount of matches, with a whole lot of kind of like disconnections and all that. Every match had to count when recording these, and these babies didn't really do so bad. Please, if you are looking for more content, if you're looking forward to getting more content like this in the future, or if you have any suggestions on what we can do or what we can adapt, just go ahead and hit us up on our Facebook page or on our YouTube comments there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And once again, my name is Ricardo. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!